The first rule of the desert is simple. If you hear someone calling for help at night, you stay inside. You don't answer. You don't even look. It's an old local warning, the kind city folks like me used to laugh at. I just bought this isolated ranch, miles from anything. The silence out here wasn't peaceful. It felt watchful. Like the vast, empty space was holding its breath, waiting. And I, in my infinite wisdom, thought the old rancher who sold me the place was just trying to spook me. The first week was fine. The second week, it began. A faint cry on the wind, just at the edge of hearing. Help me. Please. It sounded like a child, lost and scared. Every instinct screamed at me to run outside to find them. But the old man's words echoed in my head. Don't answer. So I didn't. I locked the doors, drew the curtains, and tried to drown it out with the TV. The voice called for an hour, then fell silent. The next night, it was closer, right by the porch. This time, it was a woman's voice sobbing. My car broke down. My phone is dead. Can anyone hear me? It sounded so real, so desperate, but there was something off. A slight metallic reverb, like a bad recording. It was trying to sound human, but it didn't quite know how. I remember pressing my ear against the door, my heart hammering. I could hear soft, shuffling footsteps circling the house. Slow, patient. It was observing, learning. Over the next few nights, the voices changed. It tried being a man with a broken leg. It tried mimicking the sound of my dog, whining to be let in, but my dog had been sleeping at the foot of my bed for an hour. Each attempt was a little better, a little more convincing. It was practicing. It would repeat phrases, tweaking the inflection, the pitch, the emotion. One night, I peered through a crack in the blinds and saw a shape in the moonlight, tall and unnaturally thin, moving with a jerky, disjointed gait. When it turned, its face was a smooth, featureless blur. The air carried a faint, sweet smell, like rotting meat left in the sun. The footprints it left in the sand weren't quite right either. Too long with the toes pointing the wrong way. This thing wasn't alive, it was just wearing the idea of life. The psychological toll was immense. Sleep became a luxury. Every creak of the floorboards, every gust of wind was it. It wasn't about jump scares. It was about the slow, crushing dread. The terror was in the silence between the calls. Knowing it was out there, studying me. Listening to my breathing through the walls. Learning the sound of my fear. Then came the night it stopped begging. The silence was heavier than ever before. I stood in the middle of my living room, straining to hear anything. Nothing. Then, a soft tap on the window right behind me. I didn't dare turn. A voice, no longer pleading but filled with a chilling, confident awareness, whispered my name. And then it said, I know you're in there. I've been watching you. I know what you sound like when you cry. The final phase was imitation. It started mimicking my voice. It would call out to the empty desert, practicing my laugh. It would hum the tune I mindlessly hummed while making coffee. It was perfecting its copy. The horror wasn't that it wanted to kill me. It was that it wanted to be me. It wasn't going to leave a corpse. It was going to leave an empty space where I used to be, and then fill it. The last night, I don't remember much. Only the sound of my own voice at the front door, calmly saying, it's okay. I'm home, let me in. And the terrifying part, I almost believed it. The door handle turned. Now the sun is rising. The desert is quiet again, truly peaceful this time. I walk out onto the porch, stretching in the warm morning light. I take a deep breath of the fresh, clean air. It's a beautiful day. I think I'll finally drive into town, maybe grab a coffee, say hi to the locals. They'll be so relieved to see I'm all right after all. They'll ask if I heard anything strange out here at night. And I'll smile with a face that's almost mine, and a voice that's finally perfect. And I'll tell them the most important rule of the desert. If you hear someone calling for help at night, you should always let them in.